In a world where stories are the fabric of our existence, where the past, present, and future converge, and where the art of storytelling knows no bounds, get ready to embark on a journey through the annals of time to the birthplace of Nollywood, the second largest film industry in the world, where the voices of Africa's most vibrant nation come alive. Join us on this epic adventure as we delve into the story of Nigerian cinema, how Nollywood began in Nigeria. It's time to uncover the secrets, myths, and legends of Nigeria's cinematic past. In the early 20th century, Nigeria was a country in transition. The British colonial powers had established their rule and the country was undergoing rapid monetization. But amidst the chaos of colonial rule, a new form of storytelling was emerging. The art of filmmaking had arrived in Nigeria and it would change the country's cultural landscape forever. The first Nigerian films were produced in the 1950s and 1960s during the country's colonial era. These early films were largely documentary style, showcasing the country's natural resources and cultural heritage. The early Nigerian films were produced by the colonial authorities, who used films as a tool for propaganda and education. But despite these limitations, these films laid the groundwork for the development of Nigerian cinema.
And the Academy Award goes to
Daybreak in UD, British Information Services, produced by Crown Film Unit.
In 1950, Daybreak in Udi, a film documenting colonial life in eastern Nigeria, won the Academy Award for Best Documentary Film. With Igbo spoken widely throughout, it made it the first Oscar-winning film to feature extensive dialogue in an African language. Set in Enugu during the colonial era, Daybreak in Udi explores clashes between the British-educated elements of society and the traditionalists who wished to maintain Igbo heritage. At the time, the Colonial Office had interest in researching cultures within the British Empire.
In the southeast, the Igbo, farmers and smallholders, eager to learn, sometimes ready to contribute their labor free for community projects like this new road, linking together two villages.
Films like Daybreak and Udi were produced by the Crown Film Unit, an organization under the Ministry of Information, which had produced several propaganda films for the British public during and after World War II. Today, Daybreak and Udi serves as a vital point of reference for those looking to see videographic evidence of colonial Nigeria.
Write the story of what is happening in the society. That's how I believe it. It may be social, may be religious, may be folkloric, and may be political, if you like. But to me, the theater is to reflect the age of the society in which we live.
In the 1960s and 1970s, a new generation of Nigerian filmmakers emerged. These pioneers, including Ola Balogun and Obet Ogunde, would play a crucial role in shaping the country's cinematic identity. Despite the challenges they faced, these pioneering filmmakers persevered, driven by their passion for storytelling and their commitment to showcasing Nigerian culture. And their hard work paid off. Films like Konji's Harvest became international successes, showcasing Nigerian cinema to the world.
Just as the secretary here passes this loaf to me, in view of you all, Even so do I demand that Danlola hand me the new yam in full view of the assembled people. A simple gesture, but a symbolic one.
The 1970s and 1980s were a magical time for Nigerian cinema. It was an era of creativity, experimentation, and innovation, when filmmakers pushed the boundaries of storytelling and technique. This was the golden age of Nigerian cinema, when films like Black Goddess and Things Fall Apart captivated audiences and showcased the country's rich and cultural heritage.
To my honor and hard work. Shut up! Shut up, Okonkwo! Have I ever asked you to pay off like that for me? And so what? You ask me, so what? You? Flute and debts every day, nothing else. How can I respect you? You mean you do not even respect me anymore? Yes, I don't, Father. I don't respect you anymore.
Shut up, Okonkwo. Shut your big broad mouth. Unoka, I have spoken to you many a time about the flute, drinks, death. Your honor is that of your children, and theirs is yours. Unoka, when does an old man grow old? A man can learn from his children, you know. When are you going to grow older and wiser? Eh? Okonkwo, my son.
Father.
Youth can be proud and empty, but anger must not stand in the way of wisdom. You never shall talk to your father again like that, for he shall always remain father to you. Okonkwo, that flute gave us life. It gave us hope, food, shelter, and whatever little honor your father may have for himself, for me, and for the family. That flute, respect.
The golden age of Nigerian cinema was marked by the rise of film production in the country. The Nigerian Film Corporation was established in 1979, providing funding and support for filmmakers. This era of Nigerian cinema also saw the emergence of new talents in the industry. Actors, directors, and producers like Ola Balogun, Obet Ogunde, and Eddie Boma became household names, and their films captivated audiences across the country. The golden age of Nigerian cinema had a profound impact on the country's film industry and culture. It laid the groundwork for the Nollywood phenomenon that would follow, and it showcased Nigerian culture and talent to the world. In the 1990s, a revolution took place in the Nigerian film industry. It was a movement that would change the face of African cinema forever and give rise to a global phenomenon known as Nollywood. From humble beginnings to global recognition, Nollywood has become a force to be reckoned with in the world of cinema. But how did it all begin? The birth of Nollywood can be traced back to the early 1990s, when a group of entrepreneurs and filmmakers began producing low-budget films in Nigeria. These films were often shot on video and were distributed on VHS tapes to audiences across the country. The rise of home video in Nigeria was a key factor in the growth of Nollywood. With the advent of VHS tapes, filmmakers could now produce and distribute their films directly to audiences, bypassing traditional cinema channels. By the early 2000s, Nollywood had reached its golden age. Films were being produced at an incredible rate, and the industry was attracting talents from all over Africa and beyond.
Now salute Awilo. Salute Awilo. Good morning.
Awilo, good morning.
Good evening.
Awilo, good evening.
He tell me good evening.
Good evening.
Salute Awilo. Good morning, Alhaji Chief Metanga Awilo.
Good afternoon, Chief Matanga Alhaji Awilo.
Put your hands together for yourself. Is that the way you clap in school? Don't let me wipe you. Okay, I will wipe you. Now spell Awilo. A. We. O. Le. O. Awilo. Right. What does Awilo dance? Awilo man na dambo na keleman. Asinga man kadijo wekasinan. Awilo.
Today, Nollywood is a global phenomenon, with films being watched by audiences all over the world. It's a testament to the hard work and determination of Nigerian filmmakers and a reflection of the country's rich cultural heritage. Nollywood, the Nigerian film industry, has come a long way since its humble beginnings in the 1990s. With over 2,000 films produced every year, Nollywood is now one of the largest film industries in the world. But despite its success, Nollywood faces numerous challenges that threaten its very existence. From piracy and copyright infringement to lack of funding and infrastructure, Nollywood is facing a perfect storm of challenges that are hindering its growth and development. Piracy and copyright infringement are two of the biggest challenges facing Nollywood. With millions of pirated DVDs and CDs being sold on the streets every year, filmmakers are losing out on valuable revenue and profits. As we look to the future, one thing is clear. Nollywood is on the move, with a new generation of filmmakers, actors, and producers emerging. The industry is poised for even greater success. From the streets of Lagos to the screens of Hollywood, Nollywood is taking its rightful place as a major player in the global film industry.
Thank you. What is offense? I've been down this path several times, and this will be no different.
One of the most exciting developments in Nollywood is the rise of new talents. Young filmmakers, actors, and producers are bringing fresh perspectives and ideas to the industry and are helping to drive innovation and growth. Technology is also playing a major role in the future of Nollywood. With the rise of streaming platforms and social media, filmmakers can now reach audiences all over the world and can connect with fans in ways that were previously impossible. As we conclude our journey through the history and developments of Nollywood, one thing is clear: the future of Nigerian cinema is brighter than ever. From its humble beginnings to its current status as a global phenomenon, Nollywood has come a long way. It is clear that the industry has a lot to offer, with its unique blend of African culture, storytelling, and creativity. Nollywood is poised to become a major player in the global film industry. The future of Nollywood is bright, and it's an exciting time to be a part of this vibrant and dynamic industry. Thanks for joining us on this journey through the history and development of Nollywood. Until next time, stay creative, stay innovative, and keep telling those African stories. Don't forget to like, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel for more videos on Nigerian history, culture, and heritage.